Tony Bruno Show.
The man chosen to save American radio from its horrible future.
He didn't invent radio. He just perfected it.
Tony Bruno Show with Harry Mays.
Parental discretion is advised.
The godfather of sports radio.
It is a final.
Here is Tony Bruno.
Tony Bruno.
Jeepers, is the weekend over already? Yes, it was a great 4-day weekend, Harry.
Yes, sir.
And Harry Mays, ladies and gentlemen, has now broken the record for most golf holes played in a 4-day weekend. So let's start off by giving him a roaring round of applause.
That is so not true. I'm telling you, I played with a guy today. I think he played probably almost double what I played over the holiday weekend.
And
that's
hot out
Eitan Shander.
How did you play in that heat and humidity, Harry? I was too busy laying in a pool down in Chestertown, Maryland.
I love it because it makes everybody else wilt. I soak it in, Tony. It energizes me.
Really? You like the heat?
I love it.
I love the heat, too. I'm not a
Because everybody
cold
else
guy.
is going to complain about it.
Exactly right.
Yep.
Did you stay hydrated now?
Oh, absolutely. I drank like 8 bottles of water.
That's a good job out of you.
How many vodkas, though, Harry?
Only one, because there was stuff on the line. But afterwards, heavy imbibing.
Was it a celebration or a drowning your sorrows?
No, it was more of a celebration.
Harry won. He won a tournament.
Some little, one-day thing, and no big deal.
He didn't pull any Bryson DeChambeau, though, and yell at a camera guy for taking a picture of him after he hit a bad shot out of a sand trap and hurt Harry's brand.
Yeah, right.
Was your brand damaged this weekend, Harry?
That would only help my brand. Because everybody knows that is my brand.
My brand is yelling and cursing.
He should have said, I am pissed off as he chucked that wedge into the sand.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Sick and tired of golfers now want, how dare that cameraman show me duffing his shot and getting angry about it.
Yeah, that's a douche move.
That is a douche move. I'm going to give it the first one of the week, Harry.
It really is.
To Bryson DeChambeau. I know he's the hottest golfer in the world right now. Everybody bet on him. Conlon Farrell over there, he's all excited because he won $300.
That's all anybody's talking about is him right now.
That's what I'm saying. He can't be disrespecting the man. He made
I'm not disrespecting
maybe
him.
some bacon this weekend.
Don't be a jackass.
Yeah.
You know
how
what?
about you just quit acting like a jackass, and then you don't have to worry about what the cameraman films.
And you realize that people sitting at home watching these guys play professional golf want to see them screw up so they feel human?
Exactly.
Every shot can't be perfect.
I know. He thinks every shot should be because he does the calculations in his head.
Is it roid rage? That's the question I want to ask right now, Bryson.
I think it's just caloric rage. Carbs and fat rage is what it is. You've seen what that guy's eating. My God, protein rage.
I'm thinking it's roids. Again, not my style to insinuate that a man may be experiencing some sort of was it the clear or the cream you think he was on last weekend and not in Detroit, Harry?
I think it would probably be something clear, but I would hate to know what Ian Poulter would sound like if he was eating Bryson DeChambeau's diet. You know what I'm saying? He'd have to have his pants with a live mic.
Wow. Anyway,
outrageous.
Let's get back to the real story, Harry. On this Tuesday, July 7th, we're going to talk, obviously, the big story is not, well, it's still a big story in the NFL. Pat Mahomes.
Well, yeah.
We'll get into that. We'll have a man on from Kansas City. Pete Sweeney does morning radio in Kansas City, is part of the Kansas City radio broadcast team, follows the Chiefs. And, yes, the best meme, though, is the video in the tunnel of all the guys carrying the baggage, carrying all the equipment bags.
Yeah.
And the tweet was, here's Pat Mahomes' money arriving.
Right.
And Travis Kelce tweeted out with like 50 laughing faces because that's exactly what $500 million would probably look like in bags, Harry.
Yeah, he's going to have to get his own Brinks truck.
Exactly.
Wow.
Who pulled the bit with the Brinks truck showing up at training camp? Remember wanting to get paid?
Oh, that was Ramsey down in Jacksonville.
Yes.
That's right, Jalen Ramsey.
Before he got moved.
Jalen Ramsey showed up with a Brinks truck and had a guy open it up with a whole big pomp and ceremony thing.
Which was actually really funny.
It was actually clever.
Yeah.
That's clever stuff right there.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we got a big developing situation right here in Philadelphia, the epicenter of NFL stupidity, ignorance, and anti-Semitism. And I'm not one of these people who calls out people and tells people they should be fired. I'm not one of these woke guys who says this guy should never have a job again, should be run out of town. I don't do that. You know what I want? And I've been saying this for decades. I'm tired of selective morality. We live in a world of selective morality, Harry, where one person can say something and never get away with it, and another person can say something and get buried. And I'm not saying Deshaun Jackson should be buried. I'm not saying he should be cut. That's up to the team. That's up to the Jewish community. Because what he did, to me, is not just a flippant comment that he made. Remember, he had to sit down, find all these quotes.
Attributed to Hitler, allegedly, right?
Which actually weren't his words, but they were in a book about Hitler.
Oh, okay.
So now you got to go look for that. Then you got to copy it and paste it. Then you go at one step further
Farrakhan.
and get a Louis Farrakhan speech where he accuses Dr. Fauci and Bill Gates, the Microsoft co-founder, of wanting a vaccine to eradicate black people in America and around the world. Remember, if I criticize Dr. Fauci on Twitter, I have the whole world coming at me.
Right.
How dare you criticize Dr. Fauci? Don't you understand science? Deshaun Jackson posts a video of the biggest anti-Semite in this country's history. Louis Farrakhan posts that video, posts a Hitler quote, and what should they do? Jeffrey Lurie issued a statement.
Who's Jewish, by the way. And Howie Roseman's Jewish.
And Howie Roseman, the general manager, is Jewish. And again, I'm not calling for him to be thrown out of the league, run out of the city. I don't know what they're going to do with him. But I guarantee you this. I will make this stone-cold guarantee lockout happen. The Eagles will not cut Deshaun Jackson.
I don't think so either.
Absolutely no way in hell.
And if he can still play, I don't want him to cut him.
And that's what most fans are saying.
I'm a fan.
The fans want to watch him go out there and catch a bomb and stay healthy for a couple of games.
Right.
That's what they want. That's what we all want as fans.
He can be an idiot. I've known that before he tweeted this.
But this goes beyond idiocy, Harry.
Yeah.
This is something that you have to think. And again, I'm not calling him a Jew hater, but when you put that kind of – listen, everybody puts stupid stuff on Twitter. I got fired from a job and had my life threatened for one stupid tweet that I removed within a minute of posting. I didn't get caught any slack. I had to have security guards. I had my life threatened. I had to take a week off for one dumb tweet in the heat of a moment watching a baseball game on television.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Yes, that's it. In all the years I've been on Twitter since 2009, one tweet. Am I mad that it cost me millions of dollars? No, I'm disappointed. But so if you want a world of equality and equal justice and equality for all, then you must use equality for all. I'm not saying because I got in trouble and I got punished that everybody should be punished. I'm saying that if Drew Brees had to apologize 15 times before people accepted his apology,
and there's still people that won't accept it. That's the thing.
And by the way, what Drew Brees said was not even in the same atmosphere, universe, or I can't even think of how far.
It's not
to
even
compare
in the same
a guy
universe.
saying one thing to what Deshaun Jackson did. Deshaun, it wasn't a spur-of-the-moment thing, Harry.
Right.
You have to think that stuff through to put it on Twitter and Instagram.
Right.
Am I right?
Drew was on a radio interview, if I remember,
and he
said something about the flag, and he said he doesn't like disrespecting the flag.
Because he was bringing up his father who fought and military, and so he.
That's my only point of this. Yeah. The point of this is that if you want to scream, "I'm woke," you got to be punished. You can't say this because you're not saying what I'm supposed to say, and you're not tolerant of other people's views or beliefs, then you really shouldn't be a part of the conversation. And again, I'm not saying Deshaun Jackson should be cut. I don't know what they're going to do with him, but the statement tells me, and John McMullen will join us later.
There's more to come.
I don't know if there's more to
come.
Well,
from that statement kind of left it hanging out there that they're still considering further.
No, you know what they're doing, Harry? You know what you do when something happens? When you play golf, you
check
lick
the
your
wind.
finger and you put it up in the air.
Yeah.
And you read the room and you read the country. And right now they're seeing which way the wind is blowing. Because there are Jewish leaders who are outraged, and they should be. Jeffrey Lurie's Jewish.
I know. Yeah.
Howie Roseman's Jewish. These are guys that brought him back and paid him money to be an Eagle again.
Right, and he played one game last year.
And again, that's not his fault. That happens.
No, but he was great in that one game.
Yes,
Imagine what that season might have been.
And if he was just a scrub or another receiver, he'd be gone.
Right.
But the Eagles need him. They paid him. And the other thing that they have going for him, we were talking earlier with Ryan Rothstein, our producer, the one card that Jeffrey Lurie has that he could play to sort of get out of this is the Riley Cooper card.
Right.
Now, you remember, Riley Cooper was a mediocre, he was an average receiver, tall white guy, Florida, was a good player, came in here,
but he
made
was
a couple of plays. But he
average
was not,
at best.
Exactly.
On his best day.
Exactly.
On his best day.
So Riley Cooper goes to a Kenny Chesney concert at Lincoln Financial Field, gets all liquored up with a bunch of his buddies, and they're down on the turf at the ballpark, and they want to get up on stage with Kenny Chesney because they're all drunks, and there was an African-American security guard who wouldn't let him up there. So he's drunk. And, again, I'm not defending what he did at all. He was stupid, and he paid the price. He wasn't caught.
No.
But he had to go. They sent him away back to Florida.
Sensitivity training.
All that other
and
stuff.
I don't even know that even happened. I think he just went home to Clearwater for a couple days and chilled out. But
anyway,
Stated
everybody wanted this guy cut.
Right.
And if they had cut him, I wouldn't have been crying.
Right.
And most people wouldn't. But Jeffrey Lurie can now say, hey, listen, I didn't get rid of I let Riley Cooper go to sensitivity training. I suspended him. But you made a point earlier when we were talking before the show, Harry, about why Riley Cooper was allowed to stay with the Philadelphia Eagles.
The way I remember it, and everything you stated was what we were told, but the way I remember it is Mike Vick was instrumental in Riley Cooper not being cut from the team. They had wanted to cut him, but but Vick stood up for him
in the
locker room. Now, maybe this is an opportunity for Carson Wentz to stand up for Deshaun Jackson and sort of do the same thing in reverse.
You're absolutely right. That's what would make this thing.
Yeah.
Again, you can feel however you want. There are people who still hate Michael Vick because of what he did as a young kid with the dogs. I was the first guy to say Michael Vick did his time in jail, came out, and somebody was willing to give him a job, and that's how the world works in the system of justice that we have in this country. Still the greatest place on earth when it comes to justice, despite flaws. So this is an interesting topic. A lot of people are like, get rid of him. A lot of other people are like, nah, what he said. The people who said what he did wasn't bad. Now, those are the people who really need to sit this one out.
Yeah.
If you don't think what he did in any way, shape, or form is horrific, then you really are so blinded by one thing that I don't understand that you really shouldn't be a part of this conversation. Am I right here, Harry?
No, I mean,
if you say that what he did was no big deal.
Quoting comments attributed to Hitler right off the bat.
Exactly.
Whether they really were his words or not.
Yeah, exactly. anything involving Hitler.
Yeah.
Just get rid of it, okay? Do yourself a favor.
Exactly.
Can I mention the worst part of this, too? Coming from...
Is even worser part of this?
Yes, there is a worser.
Worser?
There's a worser. It's not more worse. It's worser. And that's
that's what Keith
bad.
Olbermann used to do. He used to do the worst person of the day. It was worse, worser, and worsest.
There we go.
That was the best thing.
Is this the worstest?
Yeah, let me adjust. It's the worstest.
Okay.
And for those of you that don't know, because my last name is very subtle, I do have some Jewish background.
Wait, Rothstein is Jewish?
Rothstein
No
is
way!
indeed
Breaking
Jewish.
news.
Breaking news.
Yes.
I had no idea.
I know most people don't, so I'm just informing you out there that Rothstein is Jewish. You go and post that, you get crushed, you realize that it was a dumb thing, and he doubles down and says, no, this is the only paragraph that I was focusing on. He didn't even apologize at that point. What are you doing, dude?
Well, he did do a video, and he says, I'm not racist,
But
and
that
I'm
was
not
after.
anti-Semite.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he knows what anti-Semite means, to be honest with you.
I don't
He needs
either.
to get some
And
education
again, I'm not
that
hating
way.
on the guy. I mean,
And maybe he didn't do a lot of history and doesn't quite understand everything that Hitler actually
well, he
did.
did go to
Farrakhan.
Cal, so he must, he
Farrakhan.
went to Cal, Berkeley, for God's sake.
Yeah.
That's just my shot at Cal.
He went to Long Beach Poly, too. That's
I know
pretty
he
good
did.
high school.
The LBC down
Yeah.
there, man.
Hey, before we go to break, I want to give a major shout out to
you
somebody
wanna
that
gave?
just give a major shout out to a new follower, Philly B215, who just donated five subscriptions to the Twitch channel.
Oh, beautiful.
To a variety of people. So thank you so much, Philly B, and thanks for finding us.
On Twitch TV/Tony Bruno Show, and also SB Nation Radio, and most importantly, SiriusXM 211. We'll go to Kansas City next. Got to have a lot of discussions today, Harry. We got a lot of stuff to get caught up on.
Yes.
I mean,
Been
we
away
have a
for a
4-day
while.
weekend. Yes. There's a lot of stuff to deal with. So stick around. Tony, Harry, Miss Robin, the whole gang is here on a Tuesday. So stick around.
Hello, Twitchies. How you doing? Hopefully everybody had a fantastic 4-day weekend. I know you all missed us, but the boys needed to recharge their batteries, and as you can see, they're back in full form.
Full form?
Full form. Full? Are you saying you're not? Are you not?
Full, yeah, I feel good.
You're not fully energized?
Yes, but full form means that I'm zaftig.
Oh. Well, people did see the video of you out on the water, out in the pool. Some
Dan
might say
Dakich just gave me some love.
But I want to remind people, I know that everybody on Twitch gets tired of hearing this, but I apologize. So let me just get it quickly out of the way. If you are watching on another type of platform that is not Twitch, so Periscope, YouTube, Facebook, make the switch to Twitch, because I'm going to have to shut down your feeds and only continue the full 3 hours on Twitch.
Right?
So it's twitch.tv, the app, the program, everything is free to download. It is free to follow the show so that you get notifications every time we go live.
Tony Bruno.
And twitch.tv/Tony Bruno Show. And that way you can be in the chat room. You can join in all the contests. You can talk with us during the breaks. And that's the only place that you can do that. And we love everybody. We want to hear from everybody. And if you are new to the Twitch channel, let us know. Give us a shout out on there and letting us know that you are brand new. We have a lot of comments through there, so I don't always catch everything unless you point it out that you are a newbie, and we want to hear from you. So everybody else except for Twitch, we love you, and we hope to see you on the Twitch side. Ryan Peach, what up, everybody? Thought Tony Bruno was canceled by the cancel culture when the stream wasn't? Aw, no way, man. We just had to take a 4-day weekend. We've been going strong ever since we started.
Robin only had, one beer the entire weekend?
The entire weekend, one beer.
She was drinking a lot of wine, though.
I did have a couple